We want information. 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 Who are you? The new number 2. Who is number 1? You are number 6. I am not a number. I am a free man.
Hey guys, that was called The Prisoner by Iron Maiden. It's off of this album right here called Number of the Beast. Kind of wish I could play more of that song, except for just gets too long. I wouldn't want to play like too much of a song on here because it would kind of just like make everything a lot longer than it needs to be. But yeah, it's called The Prisoner. If you want to listen to the rest of that, go look it up somewhere. It's really cool. Cool thing about Iron Maiden, that album I was playing for you, that's actually their third album, but it's the very first one with Bruce Dickinson. The first 2 albums they had their self-titled and Killers that had singer Paul Di'Anno singing on it, and he was a good singer, except for what you call it. Honestly, it's just he wasn't the right one for Iron Maiden really. I don't know, I'm kind of drawing a blank today. I'm really tired today. Sorry about this, guys. But yeah, Steve Harris especially, like he just thought Paul Di'Anno wasn't the right one, and they got Bruce Dickinson, which was the guy singing on that album, and he's just like a really amazing singer, probably the best metal singer ever. I'm really jealous of my friend John because he saw Iron Maiden with Alice Cooper a little while ago. I mean, like I can't talk because like I saw Slayer and stuff like that over the summer, but still, I would have liked to go into that. This week, I just talked about Iron Maiden. Next, I'm going to talk about The Who, mostly because they're going on this like huge tour, which I think they already kicked off the leg. If not, then they're going to soon, kicking off the first leg of their tour. And what they're going to be doing is they're going to be doing their album Quadrophenia in its entirety, which is like really cool because they haven't done anything in about like, I think they said like 4 years is the last time they went on like a tour or anything. So it's like really cool. The Who is like one of the greatest bands ever. They're like a very classic band, and like I don't think I'm gonna be able to see them this year. I mean, I wish I could, but like I have other concerts I'm happy about. But it'd be nice to see The Who because you never know how long they're gonna be around. But yeah, they're going to be doing Quadrophenia its entirety, which should be really cool because, like, if you've ever been to, like, a concert where, a band does, like, an album of theirs in its entirety is really cool. Like, I saw Roger Waters over the summer, and he did The Wall, like, straight through, and that was a really, really amazing concert, especially if you're, like, that into it. Like, like, all the songs, the lyrics, and, the story to it and stuff. That's just kind of makes it better, like when everybody there is like that big of a fan and they're singing the lyrics to the songs and stuff, and it's really for like the artist and the audience, stuff like that. It's just like a magical moment for both of them because it's just something they all love. Like the musician loves making the music for the people, and the people love the music, and so it's just like it's a really cool thing, especially for the musicians. Like you see like interviews of people, they're just like it's just really cool seeing them sing our songs. Like, they say that a lot, and it should be, like I always wanted to know what that felt like. Hopefully if if like any of my bands like make it, I could hopefully have that feeling too. It'd be awesome. But yeah, if any of you guys are lucky enough to see the Who, that's awesome. You know, that should be like an honor to you. I mean, Who, like the Who is like one of the greatest bands ever. They're very inspirational and one of my favorite bands ever. I mean, like Tommy, I think I like better than Quadrophenia. Like Tommy is like not just my favorite Who album, but like one of my favorite albums ever. It's just that one album that like you could listen to forever and not get tired of it. Like all the songs are perfect. There's like not one bad song on that album. It's just like it's a double album, like just straight through. It's just like the greatest thing you'll ever listen to. But they're not doing Tommy, they're doing Quadrophenia, which is still good. I mean, it has some good songs off there, you know, like 515, Love Reign Over Me, Bellboy, what was the other one? I can't think off the top of my head, but yeah, there's a lot of good ones off of, Dr. Jimmy, that's what it was. Dr. Jimmy's on there too. Yeah, so a lot of good ones on there. So yeah, like I said, if you guys are lucky enough to go see the Who, that's amazing for you. Like I hope you you have a good time with that. Very jealous of you if you get to see them. But yeah, I'm going to a lot of other concerts soon, so should be cool. Next, I'm going to be talking about Black Sabbath, and I know I've talked about Sabbath earlier, like one of my early episodes and stuff, but there's a couple of versions of Black Sabbath. The first one, obviously, being with Ozzy. The second one is with Ronnie James Dio, who unfortunately passed away about 2 years ago in May of 2010. And it's a very sad loss for metal artists and metal fans everywhere. But it's the underrated album this week is an album with Black Sabbath with Dio. It's the second album after the groundbreaker Heaven or Hell, which is like it was like the album after Ozzy left, and it just made like an amazing album and stuff like that. And here's the second one. It's called Mob Rules. I don't know, it's kind of dark in here. I don't know if you guys can see that all that well. I mean, it's kind of like a darker looking album cover. And oh my god, I forgot to take it out and put it in my radio, so that's going to take a little bit of time. Sorry about that, guys. I'll talk as I'm putting it in. But anyway, yeah, it's one of their really cool albums. I'm going to talk as I put this in right now. And one of my personal favorites, really. Like, I think this is my favorite Black Sabbath album. I don't know about you guys. I mean, if you're into the Ozzy period or the Dio period, but Ozzy or Dio, I think Mob Rules is the greatest one. It's just like the heavy, really awesome one. I'm gonna play you the title track when I get to it, which title track. It's called Mob Rules. And hang on, hit play, and then fast forward. Now here it is. Yeah, that's like one of the heavy songs off of there. It's really cool. They have like some slower songs, but it's those like slower songs that start off slow and just get into these like really heavy jams. Like Tony Iommi is great with that kind of stuff. Really good album. And like there's actually two versions of that song. There was one for the album and one for the movie that was called Heavy Metal. That came out in 1981. And if you guys ever get the chance, watch that movie. It's like animated, and it's like it's. You can't watch it in mixed company. I mean, like, there's some graphic scenes, like there's some animated titties in it, but it's a really good movie. It's hard to explain. I don't want to ruin it for you guys, but it's like animated. It has like a lot of like hard rock and heavy metal songs in there. Like Sammy Hagar, Black Sabbath, Don Felder, that kind of stuff. It's a really good movie. You guys should check it out. And you know that song is in that movie. Last thing I want to talk about is the birthdays for this week. I'm gonna start off from where I had last week, and I was literally just bullshitting this. Like I was writing this like right before I started recording this. I wrote it on a freaking napkin. I couldn't find any paper, so that just shows how lazy I am. But on September 20th, Chuck Panazzo from Styx was 64, and his brother John Panazzo, if he was still alive, he'd be crap. I forgot to put. Oh yeah, he'd be 64 too. Yeah, he would. I think they were twins. Yeah, he would be 64 if he was still alive. On the 21st, Phil Filthy Animal Taylor from Motorhead, like one of my favorite freaking bands ever. I saw them in January at the Susquehanna Bank Center. It was like the most brutal show ever. It was the greatest. You guys, if you like Motorhead, go see them live. They're amazing. Lemmy is the greatest freaking person ever. They're my favorite band. He turned 58. And Liam Gallagher from Oasis turned 40. On the 22nd, Joan Jett, obviously, from The Runaways, and had a very big solo career, turned 54. On the 23rd, Ray Charles turned 82 if he was still alive. And Bruce Springsteen would be 63. On the 24th, if Linda McCartney was still alive, Paul McCartney's wife, she would be 71. On the 26th, Darby Crash from the Germs, if he was still alive, he'd be 54. And on the 27th, Randy Bachman from Bachman Turner Overdrive turned 69, and Meatloaf turned 65. And sorry, Randy Bachman is 69. I got that mixed up. So yeah, I think that's about it for me today. And guys, email me or something like that. If there's any bands that you wanna hear me talk about, I'll be happy to get those and stuff like that. And subscribe and comment and like and all that kind of stuff. And hopefully, if I'm in the mood for it next week, because I'm getting kind of tired of doing this. So not really, but I don't know. Maybe I'll see you guys next week. And I guess that's it for me. So see you guys later. Bye.